News that matters. Fox 40 News at 5 starts now.
Well, it was a violent and random attack that happened right near the state capitol at a time when lawmakers and staffers were leaving work and heading home. Witnesses say they saw a man in a wheelchair stab one person and try to stab others before officers eventually took him down at Capitol Park. It was a scary attack that had some people wondering if what happened is really part of a much larger issue with safety at the Capitol on their minds. Thanks for being with us tonight at 5. I'm Joe Khalil.
And I'm Nikki Lorenzo. The man who was stabbed worked at the Capitol and was part of the Assembly support staff. He was stabbed in the arm and taken to a hospital. And tonight, the suspect is behind bars. Here he is, 47-year-old Sean O'Neill. Witnesses told Fox 40 they saw him jump out of his wheelchair to try and get away from law enforcement.
Yeah, there were a number of different scenes where all of this happened, but all the action was near 11th and O Streets, again, right on the corner adjacent to the Capitol. And this is at a time when the streets were busy with people heading home. Fox 40's Doug Johnson's live downtown in Sacramento. Doug, a lot of employees really on edge after this attack. These are streets they walk every single day.
Yeah, that's right, Joe. And in fact, today it is a much different scene because we do have members of the Capitol Protection Section out here actually just keeping an eye on things, making sure state employees feel safe as they walk to and from their cars. And a lot of lawmakers are warning their staff today to be careful of homeless in the area. 11th and O Streets in downtown Sacramento. 5 o'clock on a Wednesday afternoon, it's probably one of the most populated intersections in terms of pedestrians in the whole city.
We actually have a parking garage used by the legislature as well as a surface lot right up that street.
Assemblyman Ken Cooley says that's what alarms him about Wednesday's attack, as the victim was under his purview as a legislative employee.
I'm actually the chair of the Rules Committee, which is the committee that oversees HR issues in the Assembly.
Sacramento police say just after 5 Wednesday, Sean O'Neill was sitting in a wheelchair when he got into a fight with the victim. O'Neill eventually stabbing him in the arm.
What we do know is that there was some sort of argument, and the suspect did spit on the victim, and then that led to the suspect getting out of his wheelchair and stabbing the victim.
O'Neill ran off, but was quickly captured by California Highway Patrol officers in Capitol Park. The victim, who Cooley says works as an Assembly custodial worker, was taken to the hospital and is doing okay, thanks to the quick actions of his colleagues.
I understand a number of DGS custodial employees were right on the scene. Someone else took a belt off and put it on the arm to kind of, the tourniquet sort of thing.
Cooley says he went to the scene of the attack yesterday afternoon and this morning. He and other lawmakers are letting their staffs know of the attack, warning everyone to be careful.
We do see issues with mental health in our society, and it's not just here on 11th Street in the state capitol, but it's at BART stations in the Bay Area and events down at Thousand Oaks. It's very disturbing. We, of course, on behalf of our employees, will look at how we provide security.
And for the most part, state employees that we've talked to down here say they do feel safe walking around in the area, and they feel that yesterday was just an isolated incident. Meanwhile, O'Neill will face charges of assault with a deadly weapon. Reporting live in downtown Sacramento tonight, Doug Johnson, Fox 40 News.
All right, Doug, thank you. Meantime, Fox 40 is on Wild.